Many thanks indeed for joining us here on Indoor Escape. As you know, in this segment is where we prepare simple meals that you can prepare at home, but in style, in a unique way. I'm your host, Winnie Lisa, and I'm glad to be joined by Chef Daniel.
How are you, Winnie?
I'm good. So good to have you on the show.
And it's so good to have you here too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what are we preparing today?
Today we have something very nice, something special. We have a Chinese stir-fried rice. The leftover rice. We want to now spice it a little bit more because a lot of people don't know what to do with leftover rices. But now here is a simple way of doing it, and particularly for Sundays when people have been in church, they're tired, they don't have time to cook, maybe children are hungry. So you can use this because it's a 20-minute meal and it's a balanced meal because it has the proteins, the carbohydrates, and the vitamins that you need.
Because you know we live in a harsh economic country, so instead of just throwing away,
you keep in the fridge and you can use it later.
Okay, yes. So what are the ingredients that we're using?
Yes, the ingredients here are, we have the rice, which is prepared or cooked rice. And
you know, something that I've noticed, your rice is just, it's very fine, very...
Moja moja.
Moja moja.
Moja moja. Yes, moja moja.
That's how people describe it. Moja moja. How did you prepare it?
No, it's the cooking, because what I do, rice is about the boiling. How much water you put inside. So because normally they say for every like 1 cup of rice you put 2 cups of water, but in my case I put less. I put like almost because like for 1 kilo of rice I put 7 cups of water
instead of 7.
No, for 1 kilo of rice I put 7 cups. You see, so then once the water kind of dries out, you cover it with foil, put it in the oven for another 10 minutes.
So that's the secret.
That's the secret.
Because you know, most people normally think that it's the brand of rice.
No, not
for this.
Really. Not really. It's
the way you cook
it. And for the viewer at home, maybe you don't have the oven. Once the water dries out, you can cover the sufuria with the foil. Wekelea ile kifuniko ya sufuria. Weka makaa juu yake, wacha ikae dakika 10 au 15 ndio ile maji kauke na ive. Because remember, when you put the 7 cups, it's not really cooked. It's almost cooked and not cooked.
So the trick is putting it in the oven.
Yes.
You have had it. Yes. So the other ingredients?
The other ingredients, we have our salt. We have soya sauce.
Soya?
Yes, soya sauce. It's something that a lot of Chinese use. Chinese foods, almost all of them have soya sauce. Then we have, for seasoning, we have, of course, the white pepper. We have eggs. We have vegetables. We have the green pepper. We have onions. We have leek. We have carrots.
Sorry,
leek onion.
Leek onion.
Leek onion.
You have to use this specifically?
Not necessarily. By the you can use any vegetable that is available.
Really?
You don't have to use what I'm using. You can use cabbages. You can use sukuma wikis. It's a star vegetable. Chinese stir-fried rice with vegetables.
So here creativity matters,
Creativity matters. You can use whatever you want, even cauliflower, broccoli, whatever. If you want to use managu, terere, no, for real.
Really?
By the way, our viewers, why not use our own Kenyan vegetables or traditional vegetables? Yes. So you can use managus, tereres, morenda, then this is baby marrow.
Baby marrow.
Yes.
Not cucumber, looks like cucumber.
No, yeah, it looks like cucumber, but it's not cucumber. You know, cucumber is for salads and you eat it raw. This is baby marrow, and here we have cabbage. So yeah, you can
carrots.
And carrots. So you can use celeries, whatever vegetables you have in your disposal. Use them without worrying. Kitchen is about creativity. Yes.
I'm so curious to just find out how this is gonna turn out to be like. So let's take it away. Where do we start?
Now we start by preparing our vegetables.
One thing I haven't noted: tomatoes.
Tomatoes, we haven't put, but you can put if you want. Yeah, I told you you can use any vegetables, but sometimes tomatoes, when you start tossing them, they kind of die in it or they crash. No, so we don't want to use tomatoes. Definitely, we start preparing our stuff. We can start by doing our onions. Let me teach you how to do these things. So you take that, and always remember, before you start doing this, are you noticing something that's happening to our body? It's moving.
It's moving.
So, and if it's moving, it's dangerous because you can cut your fingers.
Yeah, and you don't want that to happen
definitely,
in the kitchen. Yeah.
Because we don't want pieces of human meat in the food. So
another extra ingredient.
Yes. So you take a wet cloth, wet. You notice this is wet, yeah?
This is wet.
Then you spread it underneath the board. underneath. Then you place your board on top.
I've learned something because when I'm cooking at home, the board keeps moving. And
yes, and it's dangerous because you can cut your fingers.
Yeah, true.
So, and then again, the other thing is that your knife has to be really sharp. That way, if you cut yourself, it's not very painful. But of course, that's not the reason.
I think that only applies to the chef because seriously,
no, you see,
it has to be really, really sharp.
It has to be really, really sharp because it makes your job very easy. Are you getting?
Yeah.
And after you do this, now you want to slice them. Every vegetable, again, you choose the design you want for your vegetables. It doesn't have to be the way I'm going to cut this. This I'm going to cut julienne. Julienne is slices, you know, or shreds. But shreds are julienne is just a
little bit thicker
than shreds.
Shreds are
very fine.
Okay.
So you want to do that, but you can do cubes. You can cut them square. But
so you're not limited.
You're not limited. Be creative.
Okay.
Use your imagination in the kitchen. So now we start.
Whoa, I love the way you're doing that.
You see?
I cannot try that.
How do you like that? Now you see why your knife has to be very sharp?
Yeah.
You see? No, you will try. You will try. You see?
But I can't do it faster like you.
No, but you train yourself.
Let me throw this.
Yes, there is our pin. Okay? Now you see? So now it's your turn. If you can do it, they can do it.
They can do it as well. Hope I don't. Okay.
So let me teach you how to handle the knife. This is why you cut yourselves. Just, you see, you're holding your knife like this. There's a way you hold a knife. That's why you are able to do this very quickly. Because in the kitchen, the first thing you're taught is how to handle a knife. When you do this, if this slides and you're trying to cut it fast, the knife lands on your fingers. But now, look at this. This is how you handle the knife. And that's why we are able to cut the same size. So, this, even if it slides.
Okay.
But again, it takes practice. Yes. So, you at home, don't just do it fast yet. First practice, and then
I'm gonna try it at home.
No, just do it here now. You see?
Here?
Yes, like that. Yes. Pole pole too.
Yeah, not as fast as yours.
Don't go beyond there. Because now beyond there you might cut yourself. Yeah? You see?
At least I've tried.
No, this is nice. That's how you do it.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes. You do that. So you see? And then the knife has to be landing on this part. The first, is it called knuckle or whatever? So it's the one that controls.
Okay.
So you don't do this. You do this.
Like this.
So you hide your fingers underneath. So you'll never cut yourself. And look, I can't even close my eyes. Look at this. And just cut. You see? With my eyes closed there. You see?
That is scary.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. So now, do this but don't close your eyes.
As you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, do that, but don't close your eyes.
Like this, then.
Don't close your eyes.
I can't.
Okay. Otherwise, I don't want problems, eh? You don't want trouble.
Yes. And yay, I've managed.
Clap for her, she's done. You can do it. Now we take our green pepper. Our green pepper. And like I told you, instead of using tomatoes, by the way, Winnie, you can use the red peppers, the orange, and I can see you already crying, eh?
Yeah.
Onion. The onion. That's something else. You know, I like, especially when somebody like you comes in my kitchen and cries a little bit. At least that way, you get to know what cooks go through.
Yeah.
Putting that nice food on the table.
On the table.
Yes.
Yeah, and I've noticed, why do you have to remove, are you removing this?
The seeds, because the seeds we don't eat. The seeds are not edible. So you want to try and avoid them, yeah?
Most of us, we're used to just including it.
Yeah, you include it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but here now, this time round, I personally
don't like, why waste?
No, but I don't. No, that's a good thing. That's a good observation. What we need is this green part.
Oh, the green
you see,
part.
now the slices. You see how they're looking nice?
You said it's called
julienne. So you cut like this. And are you seeing, because of the knife handling style that I taught you, or technique, they are the same.
Yeah,
they're really the same. Are you seeing? The sizes, they come out the same size, and your knife has to be very sharp.
Now I understand why it has
because if it's not sharp, it's you struggling with it.
Struggle.
Yeah. So can you do the last one?
You can try this at home. That is why we have indoor escape.
Beautiful.
For people to just cook the simple meals at home.
And the good thing again, Winnie, all these things are available.
Yeah, locally available.
Locally. Yeah. Next, in that neighborhood, greengrocer, you'll find all these things that we're using. Now from there, we want to do our baby marrow. So the baby marrow here is a trick. I want us to use the skin only. Because the skin only. The inside bit it kind of gets very mushy very quickly. So you just want the green part. So you just peel it off nicely. Peel it off nicely. Then the inside you don't throw.
Chinese food is all about color and spices and all that.
Not only Chinese food, any food.
Any food.
That's why, by the way,
said.
That's why, by the way, sometimes you go to the hospitals and you find patients are eating when they are at home. They are not eating because some of these hospitals are like 5-star hotels. No, they have professional chefs, so they have very good food. So even a sick person, if the food is very colorful, their taste buds are kind of awakened, and they just want to eat. So it depends.
So it's important to
how you do your food. So these ones, sometimes you don't want to throw them away. You can use them in another dish. So I said here we've chosen to do everything in julienne or slices. So cut everything like that. Okay. So you cut everything julienne.
So if you decide to go
squares,
way,
cube, whatever, triangles, Winnie style.
It's all about creativity in the kitchen.
Yes. Imagination. Imagination. Nice juliennes. You can see for yourself. Cool. I love this is a nice way of arranging things. Can't you see?
Just in one plate.
Yeah, in one plate. Then now we can take a carrot. We just want one carrot. Again, here you want to remove the peel. And sometimes when you remove this peel of the carrot, you don't want to throw it away. And I don't even understand why people, when you're eating a raw carrot, do you throw this away? No, frankly. You're so hungry, you've gone to the shamba. Do you throw them away?
No.
So why do you throw them when you're cooking?
But then, good question.
No. So you shouldn't be throwing them away. You can use them. This is how you do it. Very flat. This is how you do the juliennes from the carrot. And be careful. You
don't cut yourself.
We don't want. Yes. Now you see, once you do this, again you do what? The juliennes.
Yeah.
You see?
That's cool.
It's easy. Kitchen is imagination. It's imagination. So you see, we do that. Cut them very quickly. You can even, if you're professional now, you can even place several on top of each other.
Yeah.
You see, like
to make it fast.
To make it fast.
But someone like me who's trying out, just
try one
at a time.
Yeah, one. After
don't be too ambitious.
Yes. When I was training,
when
I was training to do this, so it took me quite some time to train how to, because I was so scared. So when the chef comes and they expect to hear, they expect to see you cutting things very fast. So when I see the chef passing, you know what I used to do? So I just hold my carrot and I'm banging on the board.
To give the illusion that
I'm really good. And kinda it worked. Because by the time he realized that that's not what I was doing, I had already perfected the skill.
Wow.
So it kinda worked.
How long have you been doing this?
For many years. Many years. I have a wealth of experience. Then now finally we take what? Our leek onion. So our leek onion, you just want a little bit.
But it won't make us cry?
No, this doesn't do that. But you just need a very little piece. Then then you see what I'm doing? You invert it like this. Then you can now do what? Your juliennes. You see?
Yeah, it looks so nice.
And something else I want to remind our viewer, leeks are very tricky. Hey, and you're really grabbing,
Yes, I'm a very fast learner,
So, I mean, if she can learn this fast, I'm sure you can learn that fast.
Exactly.
You see? So, you see how they're coming out nicely,
Yeah.
Because it's about imagination, creativity, and passion for this, So see, nice juliennes,
Very nice.
So we are through. You like through, I like the silky touch of these leek onions. Again, I told you don't throw away these ones. All this you can use to cook something else. Don't waste anything. Remember, it costed you money. Cabbage, you just take a little bit because our rice is not so much. You can cut just this
so it
bit.
depends the amount of rice
of food you want to cook.
Okay, cool.
So you can slice it like this and then
julienne style.
Yes, julienne. Now look at that. Voila. Now we are ready to start.
This is nice.
We are ready to start. So now I always say, in the kitchen is clean as you move.
So hygiene in the
kitchen is very important. Yeah. Voila, that is it. Now, Winnie, are you ready to start cooking?
Yes.
Let's start. Place your pan on the heat. Then take margarine.
Specifically, no liquid oil?
No, you can use whatever you want, but I prefer margarine. Yeah. And again, when you're doing this, don't let your pan heat too much because the melting point of margarine or butter is low.
So margarine or
butter is so you don't want to do what? To put too much. You don't want to be very hot because it will burn. So you see what's happening, eh?
Cool.
What's happening? Like that. Then now depending on what we want to do, we take our vegetables. We can start with a little bit of onion. Because we can only do a little rice at a time. We don't want to put again too much rice. So whatever rice you have, you can do this several times. If you have a lot of guests and you don't have a big pan, you can do it several times. So you just take a little of everything. So little of the onions, break them, in the pan. I love the sizzling sound of vegetables. Then toast. Are you seeing?
And make sure that it doesn't fall off the pan.
Then you can take the next vegetable, which is a leek. Just a little because you have to balance. I told you sometimes you don't even really want to use a recipe. You just want to play around with, taste bud. So you toast. And if you can't toast, that's why we have what? The wooden spatula. Okay.
For starters, just use
so you can use that. You can now take our next vegetable. We can take the green pepper or the carrot. Just a little bit. Sprinkle it in kidogo. Then, if you love garlic, you can put a little bit of garlic. Yes. Alafu sasa tuweke pilipili hoho kidogo.
Hoho.
Ndani. Hoho.
It's good to use those terms.
Yes. Pilipili
so that people understand.
Yes. You can now add a little bit of what? Now what haven't you added? A little bit of our baby marrow. Gujet. Okay. Unawacha inaiva kidogo. So, mimi kama ni mimi wewe na toast. Do you want to try this?
No. I don't want to pour out the food.
No, but you have plenty more.
That one will pass. I'll try it
at home. You take one egg. So I told you it depends on how much egg you want. So, in a professional way then, stir it.
I stir it?
Yes, look at that. Look at that. You see what's happening?
Wow, and I love it. I love the aroma.
It's smelling nice, You just add the egg. Keep stirring so that you break it kabisa. Break it kabisa. If you want to be a cook, you have to be very fast. You see your egg one would think you're trying to make a scrambled egg. Then now bring our rice. Rice.
Fine rice.
Now you want to just add a little bit of rice. You don't want to put too much. Just put a little bit. This is gonna be enough. It's good. You see? Then toast. Look at that. It's starting to look nice, isn't it? It's starting to look nice and colorful. You see?
You just love it.
Then you take just a little bit of soya sauce. Remember, soya sauce is very, very hot. You see hot, yani kona chumvi nyingi. So you don't want it to. You just add a little bit depending on how much you're
It's
doing.
for the coloring?
It's like a spice. It's for the taste.
For the taste.
Look at that.
Okay.
You see? It has become brown.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now you can season by adding maybe a little white pepper. Just a little, a pinch. You don't want too much of white pepper. Then you toast. And maybe because we already have put the soya sauce, I don't think we want to put salt. And voila, that is it. Our rice is ready. We are done.
Wow, this is amazing.
We are done.
So we were preparing Chinese stir-fried rice. There's something that you said, it's about the taste and being creative in the kitchen. You don't have to throw away your rice that you had prepared previously.
Or even eat it so plainly, you know? Yeah. You can just do a little bit of magic to it and it's great.
And it comes out this way.
Yes, so beautiful and colorful.
Very, very beautiful, appetizing. The only thing now is for us to taste. And I'm glad that I prepared this with you.
Please, test it and tell the viewer what you think about it. How is it? Is this something you want to try at home?
Definitely, it's very, very, very tasty. And this is what it's all about here at Indoors Escape, preparing simple meals that you can prepare at home.
Using simple ingredients and very available.
Yes, we have been preparing Chinese vegetable stir-fried rice with Chef Daniel. We've had an interesting time in this show. Hope at home you have followed the simple basic steps to follow. So until next time, do have yourself a blessed day. I have been your host, Winnie Adisa, and
Chef Daniel Mungai.
Until next time, bye.
Bye-bye.